post-run stretching. I'm not perfect. I am guilty of not spending as much time doing this as I should, and maybe even skipping it on some runs. And I think most runners are probably the same, but let's recommit right here that we're going to do a few stretches after every run. So I'm going to take you through the stretches that we do at the end of my running group sessions. They don't take very long, maybe 2-3 minutes. I think we've all got time for that, no matter how busy we are. And really, they're going to be 10 seconds each, which is just to return those muscles to their pre-exercise state. And it's a good time to check in and see, oh, okay, maybe that bit needs some attention another time. So, first off, even if your balance is very good, I would recommend holding onto a wall, a bench, a tree, something like that, to help you focus more on the stretch and less on keeping your balance. So first off, we're going to hold on, we're going to take our foot and we're going to stretch the front of our thigh. Now if you're standing nice and tall, you should feel the stretch in the front of your thigh and possibly into the front of the hip there. Now if you're not standing up straight, you see that that angle changes there and you're not getting that full stretch. So that's why hold on, keep nice and tall. Okay, we'll do the other side. Okay, and if you're wobbling slightly even for not holding on, you're going to find that you're going all around like that. So keep nice and stable, holding on. You can stand up nice and tall and focus on that stretch. Okay, we've done the front of the thigh, we're going to do the back. So, bum out, and think about pushing your bum out and up. I know it's probably an uncomfortable image, but focus on that movement and you'll really feel it in the back of your thigh here. Don't rest your hands on that straight leg. Rest them on the bent knee because we don't want to press that knee the way that it doesn't want to go. So you're feeling that in the hamstring at the back there. And we'll swap over. Try and keep the back straight, bum out and up. And you can move that foot around to keep the foot on the floor. If you move it around a little, you might find different parts of that back thigh, some tension in bits and not in others. You'll find areas that need a bit more attention maybe later on. Okay, calf. Now, I have problems with my calves. They're always the cause of all my niggles. So if I could say one stretch that you should all do, then this would be the area to focus on. So big step forwards. Now check that back foot is pointing forwards. Feet at 12 o'clock. Okay, if you're into yoga, you might find your foot drifting that way. Check that back foot. It's pointing nice and straight ahead. So front knee bent, back leg straight, and focus on pushing that back heel into the ground. Hopefully you're feeling a bit of tension in that back calf. Now, stretching shouldn't hurt. It should feel kind of, it should feel a kind of good feeling, but not necessarily pleasant, if that makes sense. So if anything hurts, back off. Okay, so to get lower into that calf, now keep that foot where it is, keep the heel into the ground, bend that back knee now, and you can come up a bit, and we'll focus on pushing that back heel into the ground, but the front knee will come in forwards. So you should feel lower down in the back of that lower leg. It's a difficult one to kind of get right. Often my runners are like, I don't know. Others, it really gets. So, other side, back leg straight, front leg bent, hold onto a wall if you need to, focus on that back heel, and then 10 seconds there, and then into that back, into the lower part of the lower leg. This one, a good way to do this when you are at home is if you've got a wall and you can stand in front of the wall, take your toes slightly back from it, and then try and touch the knee with your touch the wall with your knee, keeping your back heel on the ground. And if you can, take it slightly back a bit, and then you should be finding that position where it is pulling slightly lower down into the leg. Okay, we've done the front, we've done the back there. We're going to going to the hips and the sides now. So you can do this one on the ground, but I'm going to show you it standing upright, because when you're doing your stretching outside in the park, maybe it's raining, maybe the ground's wet, maybe it's just not a pleasant ground for you to lay down on. So ankle over your opposite knee and just sit right down. If you can see there, sit your bum right down, holding on again. Don't press on this knee. If you want it deeper, you go deeper into that seated position. Don't try and push that knee down. And you should feel it around here. I'll show you this way. Okay, so going deeper into that seat rather than pushing on the knee. Good. Okay, last one. This is what I enjoy most, and so my runners spend most time in this position, because when we go there I always go, oh yeah. And that's what I mean about finding positions where you might need to put a little bit more attention later on. So right foot round the back of the left, right arm in the air and bend over. So take your arm up and then over, and you should feel it in the side, through the side of the hip maybe. And go up and over. Lovely. Okay. And now the other side. So that the rear leg, same side as the arm that goes up. Just focus on making a nice curve with that side of the body. Good. I said that was the last one. If you wanted, you could add in, just take those hands together behind you and stretch out that chest a little bit. We all tend to go down into that position when we get tired, and if you work at a desk you probably go into that position a bit more. So just stretch out that front of that chest, stand up nice and tall. There you go. That didn't take very long at all. So try those at the end of your run, and then you'll find some places that maybe you need a little bit more attention later on, and yeah, enjoy!